2v3, likely to be much more hotly contested than our previous matchup, as 24-86, the Coconuts along with Team Paradise combined for 21 points up on the high reef. 63-52, the launch team is going to get 7 for the Blue Alliance in the same manner, along with those 3 down on level 1. Now that we are in the driver-operated period, the students are in control for the remainder of the match, for those of you just tuning in. 41-83, the Bit Buckets from Tucson, Arizona. They are going to be working on placing a coral on level 2. It doesn't quite get there. 24-86 and 11-65 have almost completely filled out the top level with a minute 43 to play. An impressive interplay between these alliances. 41-46, the Sabercats bringing that big bumper energy to ARL. They are going to place another coral on level 1 for 2 points, closing this gap that's widened to 40 points in the blink of an eye with this level 4 effort from the Red Alliance. 10-2-5-6, Team Scrap Metal. It's their second ARL season, first one as an established team. They're going to do what they do best, picking up that algae off of the reef and then articulating it with that wrist of theirs up into the net. That's 4 points for each one they get up there. Just a reminder, 97-51 is your tally. With less than a minute to go, there is still theoretically enough points on the table to sway things back in the Blue Alliance's favor, but it'll take a lot of catching up as Team Scrap Metal gets another barge in. 63-52, the launch team is going to line up and attempt a climb on the deep cage for 12 points should they get up in the air. The Red Alliance not taking the early climb. They are instead opting to get a few more points in, perhaps preparing for a higher stakes situation if they come out with a win and have to face the first seeded alliance in a moment. 63-52 earns 12 points in the air. We have 10 seconds left. Bit Buckets are gonna park. Coconuts gonna park for 2. Paradise gets in at the last second as Scrap Metal gets in the air for 12. What a display in the end game by the third seeded alliance. We'll see how that adds to the tally in a moment. A score for the previous match. The 2-seeded alliance in red goes away with the win, 148-105, and they're going to move on to face off against the first seed. But the day is not